friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another holiday countdown tumbler tutorial. In this video, we're gonna make a dog-themed Christmas tumbler. I made a dog Halloween tumbler, and so you go, I had to do one for Christmas. I'm a big dog lady and I had so much fun making this tumbler. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you do, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are not already. And of course, let me know what you think down below in the comments. As always, I'll have a full supply list down below in the description box for you, along with some discount codes, links to join my Facebook group, a link to join my elite group, and links to all my social media pages if you'd like to follow along with me anywhere else. Okay, I think that's it. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's go! Start with my 30-ounce traditional tumbler here, and I'm going to sand my cup down to prep it, and then I'm going to paint it with just a flat white spray paint. And then I'm going to take about maybe 30 to 40 milliliters of my Flynn Sisters Artist Cure epoxy, and in that epoxy I'm going to mix in Opal Majesty from Peachy Olive Glitters. Now, with your glitter saturation in your epoxy, you want to use enough that your epoxy is fully saturated, and that when you spread your glitter on your tumbler, you get really nice full coverage. This is a really great, quick, easy cheat glitter method. If you would prefer, though, to just glitter your tumbler in the traditional way, you absolutely can. But this is a really quick, like, one-step process. We'll do this coat, and then we'll be able to move right into all of our designing and decal work and everything. So if you're short on time, or if you just want to go the easy way, this is a great method for that. So once our cup is done spinning, we can, like I said, move right into all of our design work. So I found these super cute Christmas dogs on Etsy. I will link the file pack down below, but it's all of these individual dogs, and what I did basically was just arrange them in a line, and then I printed them out on my water slide. You'll want to measure how wide around your cup is after you put the epoxy on it to make sure that you have enough dogs to cover up the entire width, or so they wrap all the way around your tumbler before you size them and put them on your water slide and all of that. So for me, it ended up being about like 12.5 inches in width, and I made each of my dogs 3.5 inches tall. So once I printed them out of my water slide, I sealed them 3 times with my clear matte spray paint. You can use gloss too, whatever you want, doesn't matter. And once those 3 coats were dry, I was ready to apply them to my cup. So I'm cutting them out here of my water slide paper, and I've got a pan of warm, lukewarm-ish water, and I'm going to dunk those in there to get them to release off the backing so that we can apply them to the cup. Once the water slide images are coming off the backing pretty easily, we're ready to apply them to the tumbler. Now I'm going to flip these over and apply them this reverse way. When I'm using clear water slide with just images and stuff like this, I feel like this is the easiest way to get your images on seamlessly and easily. So I just flipped the water slide over and applied it face down, and then you can just slide that backing away. And now I'm taking a wet paper towel and I'm just brushing out any air bubbles or any wrinkles or anything and making sure that that is applied smoothly. Then I'm going to take my silicone brush and just brush out any excess water from underneath the water slide. And there we go, we've got our first little group of dogs on there. So I'm going to repeat this exact same process with this larger stretch of dogs. I had to do it in 2 lines because of the width of my tumbler, but if you're using a skinnier tumbler, you won't have to do that. You can just apply in one big piece. Now, to help your water slides go on a little bit easier, you'll want to get your cup wet first. So I'm just using my fingers. You can also use a paper towel. It doesn't really matter. That's just going to help the water slide adhere better. You can reposition it if you need to. So just get your cup a little bit wet. And then when your water slide is, again, moving away from the backing easily, you can apply it to your tumbler. Now, I actually ended up making mine a little bit too long, so I had to get rid of this cute little Yorkie terrier dog, so I just cut him off the end. Sorry, little guy. I guess I measured wrong. But anyway, I'm just going to cut that off, and then I'm going to apply this the same way. Now with this one too, I actually didn't position it in the best way, so you'll see I go through and I remove it and kind of reposition it, and that's totally fine. As long as you keep the water slide and the surface of your cup wet, you can reposition, you can pick them up, you can move them around. As long as they're wet, you can do all of that. So just keep your surface wet and you will be a-okay. So here I am repositioning my line of dogs, my big water slide, and you can see I've got a wet paper towel here, and what I'm doing is basically just going through and keeping the surface of this really wet, like I said, smoothing out any air bubbles kind of as I go and I reposition this down. You can kind of think of it as like when you're laying a piece of pattern vinyl down, you kind of squeegee through and then you lay the vinyl down like as you squeegee. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that was kind of my thought process in getting this repositioned and laid down without any wrinkles or bubbles. So this is what the cup looks like now with all of our cute little dogs on it. So now I'm going to take a dry paper towel and just push out any excess water, make sure that we've got everything positioned where we want it. And then I'm going to let the cup just sit and chill for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, so that the water slide can completely dry before we move on to our decal application. The decal we're using today is one that I designed. It will be available on my website, and it says Santa Paws is coming to town. And I cut it out of this really pretty like matte metallic chrome vinyl from Teckwrap Craft. So I'm going to just put that straight on the bottom of the tumbler, no offset or anything crazy. We're just going straight in with the decal. And I made this part of the decal about 3 inches tall, so it fits perfectly on that bottom portion of the tumbler right under the golden retriever. And then to fill in a little bit more of this area all around the bottom of the tumbler, I cut out some paw prints. I used regular like dark green Oracal 651 vinyl, some more of that red metallic vinyl that we used for the decal, and then some silver textured metallic vinyl. And I cut these at about, I think they're 0.6 inches tall or 0.8 inches tall. And I'm just going to scatter these all around this bottom portion of the tumbler to fill in some space, just going randomly with all the colors, trying to create a fun little paw print pattern down at the bottom of the cup. So after all of those decals were placed down, I went into my final 2 coats of epoxy. So that's it for this tutorial. Here is the final tumbler design. I love how this turned out, and I love that you can customize the dog breeds you put on here. If you have dogs of your own and you just want to put your own dogs on here, you can personalize this and customize it however you want. And yeah, I really love this cup, and I hope you guys all enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button down below. Let me know, of course, what you think down below in the comments, and come back tomorrow for another holiday countdown tumbler tutorial. Okay, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys then. Love you. Bye.